Hello everybody, it's me again. I wanted to make a small video, probably a lengthy video because I I don't know, I don't know, I'm gonna tell a few stories today. I think this video is gonna be really important for I don't know, just for a number of reasons. It's about getting underestimated. Um, it's kind of allaying people from underestimating others, and for people, maybe Americans, English speakers who are thinking about going abroad to freshen up their languages, and they haven't been abroad yet. Basically, I think that you should be prepared to get underestimated, and I'm going to go through my experiences with it, with the whole process of getting underestimated as an American in Germany. And I was inspired to make this video because after watching a video from Marie Aquino, and she's an American. She's awesome. I'll link you to the video. She speaks German, French, and yeah, she's makes a lot of videos about Germany. Great. Um, so basically, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get underestimated, and or no matter how you speak, you can speak. You can speak. The, typical American accent, but as soon as it comes out that you're American, um, basically, there's always going to be somebody who wants to go back to English as a crutch language, and I mean, it is annoying, it is frustrating. I mean, I've written down a few examples during my, I was getting really excited about making this video. Um, because there are stereotypes and people aren't really used to people speaking their language, I guess. Most people just learn English, and then some people learn a second language, a third language in different countries. In Germany, for example, it's not very common that they're gonna meet an American or somebody who speaks or learns German. So it's different, and the American stereotypes are there. I was in Munich one time, or I've been to Munich a few times, but this one time I was there, and there's this one. There are different types of people who will underestimate you. One is the person. Let me first talk about the soldier I met. Met him, and basically I said, "How long have you been in Germany?" And he said, "Oh, I've been here for 10 years." And oh wow, I've been learning German for 3 years, and this was at the time, for 3 years. And you want to talk in German, because when I'm in Germany, I don't want to speak in English, even though if somebody else can speak German to me, then German just to practice. And so I looked at him, how many years or how well do you speak German? And he looked at me and he said, "Oh man, the only word I know is choose." And I'm like, "What? Choose what?" I thought he was speaking, said choose. And like, wow, stereotype. And but there will be people who underestimate you. The first, in my experience, is the person who listens to like American music or something, and they don't know English that well, but they just want to practice it with you, and that's a good thing. I mean, if they want to practice their English, that's what most people want to do anyway. But when they underestimate you, um, and this happened like one time I was on my way from, I think I was going to Bonn. I had to work at this club. It's called Schwarzlicht, and I met these people, and they thought that I was from the south, and well, where are you from? And the conversation was in German, and I said, I'm from America actually, and oh, you are from, immediately they switched to English, and it was like, oh man, oh, you are from America. Yes, we speak English. It is easier for you. And so yeah, where do you work? And he was translating the name of the club, instead of Schwarzlicht. We go to Black Light, and yes, we dance, and we have uh, a Gaudi. I don't know. And the conversation was like that. I was just, please, just speak German to me, please. Um, and that's the whole thing. I just get underestimated, or I got underestimated at least a few times. Um, that was my third time in Germany, and that was just it's just so frustrating. But at the same time, like I use the frustration to, okay, what am I gonna do so I don't, so that when I get underestimated, um, that that I can kind of prove them wrong. With, okay, my German's okay. I get around. Um, so I learn so much vocabulary. Every new thing I learn, just so I'm gewappnet für den Fall der Fälle sozusagen. Just so I'm prepared, and and so I do that. The worst time I got underestimated was when oh yeah. So okay, the second type is the student who studied abroad, who's kind of convinced of himself or herself, and um, oh they did an exchange in the States, and they think they're awesome. Okay, so oh yes, I studied in. This guy was asking me. I have a book here that I had from a course in Germany at the University of Cologne, and this course was all in German, and we all had to read this book. Okay, it's not backwards. Anleitung zur Unzufriedenheit, and we all had to read this book. And despite that, this guy found out that I was American, and immediately English, and he was testing my German, which is, I don't like that. I mean, I really don't like when people test me. Um, and with the easiest words possible, and my pronunciation, Markus, and the word was, I'm not kidding, the word was auto. Do you know how to see auto? See it now. It's like, no, no. And it's embarrassing, but I use it, and just to practice and practice, and to get motivated more to be prepared for situations like that, and it will happen. Um, but I mean, it'll happen. It motivated me to get better in the language, and I just want to tell you that, because it will happen. Um, have a good time with it. You can have a good time with getting underestimated. Um, I was at this club in southern Germany, and this guy, my friend Miguel, he introduced me as an American, which I am, of course. And whenever I get introduced as an American, people usually tend to speak with me in English um, at first. But there were these two girls, and it's terrible, terrible. One of them was speaking to me in English, and she would turn around and speak with her other friend. Her friend wanted to to know get to know me, and basically, um, I overheard. I was looking them right in their faces, and I was overhearing their conversation. I was just listening to their conversation. It was some dirty stuff, and at the end, I said, you know, I'm sorry. I speak. I mean, I understand your German perfectly, and I don't want to get to know your friend because she's too easy for me. And arme geile Frauen taugen mir gar nicht. Also es tut mir wirklich leid. And so then they got up, and it was hilarious. Her reaction, and she just walked away and left. And so that was my experience with that. Um, but I it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen with me in French. It's gonna happen because my French is terrible right now. Worse than my German, but uh, just when you get underestimated, use it for motivation, to improve your vocabulary, perhaps to improve your accent in the language. everything. You can everything. I don't know. The main trick is to be better than you were. It's like a competition with yourself, basically. The whole process, just to improve a little bit more in more ways than one every single day, so that when people underestimate you, that you'll be surprised, and you can have a conversation in the language of your choice, your target language, instead of using English, because I don't know, just for me, that's just the most annoying thing. Maybe someone can practice their English once or twice with me, but normally, if I'm in Germany, German mode, just German mode. I'm not there to speak English, and if you're in a foreign country and you uh, intend to learn the respective language of that country, then speak it. If you're a beginner, still speak it. Improve. You have more room for improvement if you're a beginner. Um, I think. Do I have any more? I have so many stories. Yeah, there was. Oh yeah, like I had an internship. My second, I guess technically third internship in Germany. Um, and I'm so hyper right now. My third internship in Germany. There was this person who I was working with, and this will happen. Let me know if this has happened to you, by the way, any of you watching this. Um, they'll be speaking to you in German, and then they'll say, I will say this in English to you because this will be easier for you to understand. And then they'll say it in English, and it's the most basic sentence ever. And then it just gets your blood boiling a little bit because you know in the back of your mind that you could understand that in the language that you are learning, or that the language in which you want to speak. Um, and just, I don't know, it happens. But just use it to motivate you for the future, and so that you can speak more of X language, German, French, Spanish, etc. Um, I don't know. I can't believe I didn't go over 15 minutes today. And anything else I want to say? Um, yeah, I don't know. The only language I like using as a crutch language is uh, German. Just I think I said that when I was in Pressburg. I spoke German instead of English, and when I was in France, I actually spoke with some guy in German instead of French. Um, but I really dislike English as a crutch language. But I think that's all for now. Oh yeah. Okay, I wanted to ask a question. What do you like? What do you do when you get underestimated? Do you do anything different? Do you go with it? Do you go along with it for a while, or do you say no? No, you're gonna speak this language with me. I remember. Okay, a quick story. I was in Berlin one time, and I don't like speaking English to such an extent that I was in a touristy part of Berlin, and this guy, he spoke to me thinking that I was a tourist, and I was, but I didn't want to speak German. So when he asked me something in English, I just I spoke to him in really bad bad English, so that he switched to German. That's the most extreme thing I've done to get someone to speak in my desired language. I know it's not good, but I love German. I love it. There's my flag. There's my German flag. Um, but what do you do to avoid falling back on your language if it's English, or what do you do if it's not? If someone falls back on your own language, if it's if your language is Spanish and someone speaks to you Spanish instead of Chinese or something, then what do you do? Um, I'm really curious. I think it's an interesting concept. So please comment and video comment. I've never gotten a video response, but that'd be cool. And yeah, please don't underestimate others, and continue working hard in your language endeavors. And yeah, practice makes perfect. Just practice, because hard work always pays off. So I will see you later. Ciao.